I'm Annette Böckler. After you have watched film 2 and 3, and ideally after you have trained the names and tunes of the signs with the trainer films, we are now ready to chant actual Torah text. As you may imagine, the reality is sometimes not as simple as the theory, so let me show you in this film some of the tricks how to bring tune and text together. Let me explain how it works using a verse that you probably know, a verse from Parashat Shelach Lecha, Numbers 15, verse 40 and 41. The first you do when learning to chant Torah is reading the Hebrew text slowly and accurately. The actual reading is the most important thing, and you will be corrected if you make a mistake in the reading. You will not be corrected if you make a mistake in the chant. When reading the text, pay already attention to where the stress of the word is, and which words are separated and which are connected. Read the text aloud and overstress the word stresses. This will later help you with singing. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם. It would be good if you could translate your text, or at least read a translation, so that you know what you are about to chant. The second step is identify the signs. At first, just their names. Munach, Zakev Katon, Tipra, et Nachta, Mercha, Tipra, סוף פסוק. גרשיים, מונח, רביע. כתמה, מפח, פשטה, מונח, זקף קטון. מרחה, טיפחה, את נחתה. טיפחה, מרחה, סוף פסוק. Then chant the signs with their tunes. Munach, Zakev Katon, Tipra, et Nachta, Mercha, Tipra, Sof Pasuk, Gershayim, Munach, Revia, Katma, מפח, פשטה, מונח, זקיף קטון. מרחה, טיפחה, את נחתה. טיפחה, מרחה, אין תבליה. Now bring text and tune together. You chant the Torah word instead of the sign name. Move only slowly forward, from separator to separator. Munach, Zakev Katon, למען תזכרו. טיפחה, את נחתה, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי. מרחה, טיפחה, סוף פסוק. והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. When you have finished learning one verse, chant it several times. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. Chant it many times, and then when you think you know it, chant it with only looking at the consonants. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. At first, preparing just 3 or 4 verses can take a long time. That's normal. Don't get frustrated. Ask your synagogue to give you a short part to learn so that you can train to learn to chant. Give yourself enough time to prepare, for example 1 or 2 months for 3 or 4 verses. Only with a lot of practice you will be able to chant easily also longer texts and one day a whole parasha. Now, when applying the tunes to the text, there are some pitfalls. You chanted, for example, Ani, but the sign is Gershayim. The sign has 3 syllables, but Ani has only 2. Note that each sign has pick-up notes or recitative notes, and the core identifying tune which is on the stressed syllable. So it's Gershayim. And for the word Ani, you used already one of the 2 pick-up notes. Ani. If a Gershayim would be on the word Rak, you would chant Rak. Just the motives. So try to chant these words. Alav ve'argaman ki ele The first example, the Hebrew word has exactly the same number of syllables as the name of the sign, Tevir. In the second example, ve'argaman has much more syllables than the word Tevir. The third example, ki, has less syllables. And in the fourth example, the stress is at the beginning of the word, different from Tevir, which has the stress at the end of the word. So in this case, you put the motive, which is on the stressed syllable, on the stressed syllable, and then end on how the sign ends. Try to chant the following word. והשתחוויתם להחית הספרדאים. There can be 2 stressed syllables in a word. You may already know this from ואהבת. The first stress is a minor stress. The main stress of the word is on the second stress marker. You learned already a special tune for Makel Zakif Katon, a word which apparently has Pashta and Zakif Katon, which cannot be possible. We spoke about that in film number 2. Other signs that can go together on one word are Munach and Zakif Katon, Munach and Revir, Mercha, Tipra, Kadma, Beazla, and Munach, Pazer. What you do then is, you chant both tunes. Try to chant the following. לשונו את העבריות ונתנו בהקריבם Anna. Where a term is generally not on a stressed syllable, as sarka, segol, tlisha ktana, tlisha gdola, and pashta, when you see two of those on a word, the second one is not chanted, but indicates where the word is stressed. It's just a help for you. So, for example, in the Shema, in Devarim 6, verse 7, you see two pashtas on the word veitecha. The pashta is always at the end of the word, but the word stress is on the te, not on the cha. The word is veitecha, not beveitecha. So to help you reading correctly, a second sign is placed where the stressed syllable is. Try to chant these signs. Mimena lo mileta lishmo bayomer veitecha vatem aleina et hatim. And this is just something to pay attention to. Be aware that the etnachta and the sof pasuk can change the pronunciation of a word. They can change where a word is stressed or how a word is pronounced. Try to chant the following. Vayomer Elohim Yehio Vayomar Vayamot terach Vayamot Anochi Anochi. The etnachta and the sof pasuk sometimes change the vowel, so try to chant this. Vayikra Elohim layavasha eretz tivlaimo aretz. And now let's take a text to practice how to chant the tunes to the words of the Torah. The text I chose is the Maftir for Shabbat Shekalim, Exodus 30, verses 11 to 16. If you would like to practice for yourself first, pause this video and study the text. You will hear the text now chanted in almost normal speed. Try to follow as much as you can, but don't be frustrated if you can't. These things need time.
וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, כי תישא את ראש בני ישראל לפקודיהם, ונתנו איש כופר נפשו לאדוני בפקוד אותם, ולא יחיה בהם נגב בפקוד אותם. זה ייתנו כל העובר על הפקודים, מחצית השקל בשקל הקודש, 20 גרה שקל. מחצית השקל תרומה לאדוני, כל העובר על הפקודים מבין 20 שנה ומעלה, ייתן תרומת אדוני. השיר לא ירבה והדל לא ימית, ממחצית השקל לתת את תרומת אדוני לכפר על נפשותיכם. ולקחת את כסף הכיפורים מאת בני ישראל, ונתת אותו על עבודת אוהל מועד, והיה לבני ישראל לזיכרון לבני אדוני, לכפר על נפשותיכם.